Hello, what's up ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Today, once again, powered by my awesome sponsor over at Elgato. Now, I've been working with Elgato for many years, and they did just have their 10th birthday, anniversary, whatever you want to call it, of helping creators in this industry with some of the best products in the game. Now, I could not do this job without Elgato, and the products that I use, literally the entire lineup is in my setup, and I use it to make these videos every day. If you are an aspiring content creator, down below in the description, every single video of mine is a link to my Elgato profile page. You can learn more about what I use and pick them up for yourself. So, thank you once again to Elgato. Let's get on into the episode. So, Episode 274 today. We're getting close. It was sort of getting close to episode 300, which is a little bit nutty, I'll be honest. If you have been enjoying the series, or if you enjoyed today specifically, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. I'd love to see 3,000 likes. And I sold Darwin Nunez. 590. I bought him for 580. So yeah, there's a loss after tax there. There's absolutely no way we've broken even or anything on that one. But we did sell it for 10k more than we bought him for. So it's a minor dub, or it's a non-capital L. Yeah, lowercase L, I think. So I take my 4-win rival rewards from Thursday because I genuinely could not. I didn't have it in me to go up to 8 wins just because I was so far behind. And I get one of 3 players in my red picks, and we take a little Molina. Hopefully that'll be like the last time, or maybe we have one more set of rewards with that, because next season we're moving into a new season, aren't we? Or next week we're moving into a new season. So I don't know if. Well, no, I'll get Elite Rewards next week, but then I'll be pushed down to Div 2, right? And then got to work our way back up to the Elite Division in order to get the red picks that are like TOTS, or whatever they actually are. I'm not 100% sure that they're going to be that great, to be honest. But 2 Mega Packs and 2 Prime Gold Players Packs isn't actually that bad when you think about it. Like, from 4 wins in the Elite Division, you know, I'll take it. I wasn't looking to sweat it out just to upgrade those packs to 50Ks and then 100Ks, because I wouldn't have got any non-rares in those packs anyway, right? And that wouldn't have helped me for player picks and stuff. So yeah, that's the excuse I'm going to go with. Kind of makes sense, but yeah, probably doesn't in reality. But yeah, we can do a few player picks now. Not many though. I sort of been doing them as I've run into a duplicate player. This one right here is 383s. No blues. Come on. We need slightly better than that. I don't want to not be seeing blues at this point. On to the Prime Gold Players Packs then. These are worth 45k a pop. And we can get boards. So again, no blues. But you know how it's been with Rivals Rewards for the last couple of seasons. They sneakily took away the minimum rating on the packs when you take the untradeable rewards, which normally it's not there when you take tradable, but then the untradeable ones don't have a minimum. Like these would normally have like a 82 plus as a minimum for one of your players in the pack. Yeah, it turns out that we get that in both packs, but it just ups your odds in terms of getting maybe a special card. So my Rivals Rewards each week, like you can literally end up getting just boards or sometimes even no boards from 50k packs and 100k packs, and then a rubbish red pick. So they're not all they're cut out to be, in all honesty, Rivals Rewards at this point. So I wouldn't stress yourself too much over that game mode if you're just not enjoying it. You know, it is June, so we know that we're towards the latter stages of this game cycle. Another player pick then, we can get Mike Maignan. I am guessing that you're watching this on Saturday, if I've got my days right, which means I guess Serie A TOTS will be out, and I'm guessing Mike Maignan will probably have a TOTS, so don't think I've been screwed over. I'm just opening these before Friday night, because, yeah, that's where we're at in terms of the videos at the moment. So my big new player is Harry Kane. No, it isn't. I put him in there as a placeholder for now, and then shortly after this realised that I could switch him and Felix over, and that just be on full chem without having to do any position modifiers. And I did think about trying out that team just as it was, you know, not spending the money from Nunez, and just going in with Kane at cam and Ronaldo and Felix back up front just to try that out, see how that worked. But then I had a better idea, so we'll get to that in just a moment. But we can open our final Prime Gold Players Pack or another. Oh no, what is this? I don't even know what this is. What is this from? Come on, Tom. This was the premium gold players pack from an objective, no, from an SBC that we did. And I did a little calculation. I've only got 2 TOTS swap tokens from number 2. So how have I done that so poorly then? I swear last time this sort of happened, I had like 10 in the first few days. So where am I missing those from? I think there's objectives that I've just not done. Which, yeah, that's gonna bite me in the behind, isn't it, when I don't have enough tokens to get a pack. But we'll work on it, don't you worry. We'll get it sorted. And I did a couple of League One premiums because obviously League One was still in packs at the time, that the TOTS. But no boards in either of them. That's just shoddy. That's absolutely appalling. But I knew it was going to give me 3 rares and 9 non-rares, so I could basically do a couple of player picks off of that for free. First one, Jimenez again. I do take him though because I've got a feeling that it was the tradable one, the other one. And then player pick number 2, an already owned 83 as well. So I'm going to take him as well because I figured if both of those were untradeable, I could stick them into the 75 plus times 10, which is what I go and do next. I get rid of an inform and a TOTS that I'm just never going to use, and some 83s and below rated players to see if we can maybe get a League on TOTS. So last time we got Sergio Ramos and Verratti. My mates all get blues from these. What are we going to get? Well, it's blue. It's not blue. It's not a walkout. It's not boards. Hello? Jerome Boateng? What's he doing popping up as the best player in that pack? That is atrocious. I got rid of a 90 rated TOTS for that. And some stuff. Boo. Not happy in the slightest. But you win some, you lose some. Imagine if that was a TOTS Ben Yedder or a Neymar or something like that. It would have been great. But unfortunately, it wasn't. So we finally get a half-decent rated player in a player pick. We get an 85 Depay right there. And then the second one, straight back down to 83s again. But we'll take a John Stones. And Gareth Bale was also in that option, who, of course, has now left Real Madrid. Where do you reckon he's going? Let me know down below. So this is the big spend of the episode. Decided to pick myself up and Anderson Talisca, someone that was like 1.2 million a couple of weeks ago, and I could never even dream of affording him. I'd love to try him though, because he's always great on this game, and he's been given an absolutely cracked TOTS card. No, I'm not going to play Edwin van der Sar at cam or striker. He's just going to come out, as you can see, and Harry Kane goes back to the bench. But yeah, Talisca was essentially the same price as I paid for Darwin Nunez. So I got him for 580. He's very similar in the fact that he has been given 5-star skill moves, has a 4-star weak foot, is very tall, has got some insane stats, but probably won't move like, you know, as good as Pele and stuff like that in my squad. So I'm expecting him to move a little bit like a truck, but maybe a bit better than Darwin. And also he's Brazilian, so a little bit of samba about him as well, I think should hopefully do the trick. So, yeah, I'm genuinely excited. I always liked Talisca cards on this game. So this is easily like the best one he's ever had. And 2 minutes into his debut, he just holds the defender off and scores on his weak foot, showing pace, strength, composure, everything I want in a player. I'll be honest, like that made me happy straight away. So he gets a goal on his debut. And I feel instantly at home with him as well, because I think in a previous FIFA I've used him so much, and I just recognize that body type, that hair color, and it's just like super, super, super recognizable on this game, which is great. And as you can see with the 5-star skills now, it's quite useful too. So I actually brought on Karsdorp, who is a player that I'd completely forgotten I'd done the SBC for, and it was a showdown that he managed to get an upgrade for as well. So he's a 92 rated with like insane stats, and I figure in the second half, he can do that right mid job. Like he's got 4-star, really good stats everywhere, so he can defend as well as attack. He's got loads of pace. So Karsdorp is the boy that I've been bringing on as a right midfielder, and he did a good job getting a rage quit in that last game right there. So there are, of course, games here that I'm not showing you. There are some Div Rivals matches where I am taking the L, getting a loss and moving on. But the games you're going to see are the victories that I get. So he does score with Prime R9, but then, you know, my version of Prime R9, which is TOTS Talisca, ends up getting a nice green timed effort with some decent dribbling in there as well. He is a big lad, but he's like lean. So I think he's got the body type, which is like high and lean or something. So normally you would get like some sort of stocky body type if you were quite tall, but he's very thin. So maybe that gives him that slight advantage on some of the other taller players, which means he can still be somewhat like agile and stuff, because he does seem to move all right. You know, at the moment he's got an engine on him. I plan on putting a hunter on him because it just makes him like a 96 rated striker with perfect pace and shooting, and I think that's mainly what I want to boost on him. But he's been doing okay with an engine so far, and yeah, I mean the stats on the card that you saw in the thumbnail. That's what Talisca is with as a striker with a hunter on him. He's like a 96 rated striker. So that's why. If you ever see a player like that on my thumbnail, it's because I've added what their in-game stats would look like and what their stats would look like with a chem style applied. So just a little bit of clickbait, I guess, for you, but it sort of works. It shows you exactly what they're like in game. But I'm 2-0 up in this game right here, so it's going really, really well. Pele knocks it into CR7, into Anderson Talisca. It's just such a brilliant little roulette. Perfectly timed one, perfectly timed shot as well. And yeah, I mean, at 3-0 here, I'm expecting to get the dub. And Cancelo just runs all the way down to the byline, spreads it across, and it is that man once again, Talisca, there to get me a 4-0 rage quit in the first half. It's like things you absolutely love to see, because sometimes you'll lose like 6-0 or you'll just be up against the biggest sweat in the elite division. And I guess that's what I am to this guy, the biggest sweat. But yeah, sometimes it's just like stress. So to get a nice victory where you score multiple goals and they quit is a pretty decent feeling, I'll be honest. So then this will be the final game of the episode, where it will be my final win of the episode. I think I did actually get a few wins in a decent amount of time. I think I played for an hour and probably took like 2 or 3 L's, just like quitting when I was losing by a couple of goals. And then the rest of them were these victories here. So it actually went pretty good for me, considering I've had a lot longer session for like a couple of days ago video where I ended up losing like loads on the trot. And it just happens sometimes, right? You can't do much about it. But 10-minute rage quit again. 2-0 rage quit. This time Talisca getting that second goal that was just enough for him to move on. And I'll take the victory. Cheers for that, mate. So we're halfway through Rivals for this week. So I've already guaranteed myself the exact same rewards as what I've got this week. And also, don't forget, next week will be the Milestones rewards for our Elite Division. I'm way too far off getting the 90 games done. So instead of 3 Ultimate Packs and then or 300k packs and 2 Prime Gold players, we'll get like 200k packs and then that's it. So we miss out on a couple of packs, but you know, it is what it is. There's no way in June, when in this heat, I'm going to be sweating out Div Rivals to get another 25 games done. It's just not going to happen, is it? So loving Talisca. I think Talisca and Cancelo might be somewhat safe to use in the weekend league, because there are a couple of, you know, Cancelo's like a few months old. His price is more based on around the TOTS Cancelo price, which if that does keep coming down, does mean that Team of the Year Cancelo might keep coming down. I might lose loads of money on him, but he's a couple of 100k cheaper than he was during Prem TOTS, so he might have already done his major drop. And then Talisca is like half the price of what he used to be, and some. So I think he's sort of at his major drop has been done as well. He's been as low as 500, but then he's been sneaking up towards 600 again. So maybe 580 is an all right price. I might even be able to make profit on him. Who knows? But 6 goals and 2 assists in 6 games, that's more like it, you know, in terms of contributions compared to what Nunez was doing for us. So I'm happy. I think we've got a very good team here. Just on paper, looking at that squad, knowing that there's not been a penny of real life money spent, that is quite impressive. And look at all the players on the bench, and imagine the players in the club that just aren't even getting a look in. This time of year is it's ridiculous, isn't it? The amount of awesome players that you end up going through. And SBCs that you complete and all sorts. So yeah, we'll start working on the fodder again in case Serie A TOTS has some nice SBCs and stuff. That would be pretty nice, because League One for me was just a little bit of a one to forget. I wasn't really here for that much of it and never really got too much in the packs. So yeah, we'll probably just draw a line under League One and hope that it's better for Serie A for me, and for you guys as well. Unless you're one of those people that managed to get Neymar or Mbappe, then I'm guessing it's probably not going to get much better for you guys, because that is some pretty good players you've got there. But if you have enjoyed today, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, hit me with a thumbs up button. Hey, I'd love to see 3,000 likes, and if you can make that happen, big old smile on Lastie's face. And subscribe as well to the channel if you're new. Cheers. Twitter and Instagram links can be found down below. I am now going to finish up here, go outside, switch my Uni pizza oven on, not sponsored. I'd love them to though, and whack some pizza dough in there and make a couple of pizzas for the family. So that's the plan. Have a great day. Take it easy. I'll be back again tomorrow for another episode. Peace.